Hello everybody, this is Brian Shade coming at you live via pre-recorded video. It is Monday, October 26th, 2015, and I am currently on my way to my appointment at Tucson Medical Weight Loss to get my official weigh-in and get my vitamin B12 shot. And I kind of wanted to do this little video, a little intro before getting there. So I have my little handy dandy iPhone mount on my dashboard. I thought I'd go ahead and use it to record this intro, because I have a few extra things that I want to say that I normally wouldn't, and I've got time issues, so I figured this would be the best time to record it. And I apologize also, I've got a little bit of hoarseness in my voice. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but could be from my allergies acting up. So anyways, you know, this blog, the vlog that I'm doing here, it's called Healthy. And there's some things that I've been wanting to talk about a little bit more in depth on this vlog, because being healthy involves more than just physical health. What I'm doing right now affects my physical health. There's more to being healthy than just physical health, though. There's also mental health, and then there's also spiritual health. And I want to touch on those in this vlog as well, because those three things, physical health, mental health, and spiritual health, they all interact, and they all affect one another, and they all feed off of the other. You know, you be physically healthy but still have mental health issues, and you can be physically and mentally healthy but still have spiritual health issues. Spiritual health is really suffering in our world these days, because so many people are getting it into their head that God is causing problems, and God is preventing certain quote-unquote progressive issues from happening. And the truth of the matter is, the more that we kick God out of our lives, the worse our lives get. The more that we kick God out of our communities and out of our lives, you know, as a community, the worse our communities are going to get. And if you look at the rates of violence and, you know, gun violence, and the problems that we're facing as society in racism and all these things that we see happening, and they can be correlated to when we started kicking God out of our lives. You know, we've taken God out of the schools. We don't allow students to pray in school. Why? What's wrong with a student who wants to say a prayer when they're in a school? What's wrong with a group of students getting together before class and saying a prayer when it doesn't hurt anybody else? They're not trying to get the whole school to do it. You know, people get all upset when people hold Christmas pageants, and it's sad, and it's really, you know, that type of thing has contributed to the world that we live in now, where we have to worry about people shooting people on the interstate, and, you know, shooting cops, and it's just going into schools and shooting up schools, all that stuff would not be happening. I'm positive of it if we would just allow God back into our lives. For the purpose of this vlog, I'm not going to be preaching on allowing society back to have God back into society. Where I'm going to be talking about it from a personal perspective. And I also want to touch on mental health issues, because depression is a very real thing, especially associated with physical health. If you're not physically healthy, that can lead to mental health issues. If you're not, and I'm talking like depression, depression can lead to physical health issues, and it can also lead to spiritual health issues. They all three of those subjects intermingle. So you're going to start seeing some vlog posts that deal with certain mental health issues as I go through them. I am not in any way a licensed therapist. I have no medical background in that sort of thing. So I'm not going to, spout out all this medical stuff unless I have experienced it myself. And then I'll give you my experience with it. I'm not going to try and diagnose anything for anybody, but I do want to talk about it. And I'm going to talk about spiritual health too. So if you're not into hearing scripture and my perspective on where God's place in our lives, then you might want to stop viewing my vlogs. Today is a physical health thing. We're going to get weighed. I'm going to get weighed, and I'm going to get shot. I love saying that. But I wanted to say those other things just to kind of give you an idea of where I expect to go with this vlog. So join me. I'm approaching the Tucson Medical Weight Loss offices now. So I'll be there in just a few minutes. And I invite you to come with me inside and see where I'm at. Okay, here we go. Weigh-in time. Wow, we are at 284.8. That is awesome. I believe that's somewhere around 8 pounds? Something like that. So we were at 292.4 last time.
Oh, okay. They had you down at 292.2.
292.2. Sorry, that's right. It was 292.2. So I just weighed at 284.8. So
you're down 7.4.
7.4 pounds. Another big loss. That's awesome. And we wait for the audience applause to subside. All right, that should be it. Well, there you have it. That's these visits are really, really quick when I'm just in here to get shot. So they go pretty quick. And the shots, in case you're wondering, the shots, I don't feel them at all. Some shots will hurt. When they used to do them in the arm for me, I would feel them every now and again. But now I've opted to start having them in the butt, and I don't feel them there. I don't feel them at all. In fact, I have to tell them to let me know when they've done it, because I don't feel it. But anyways, we're walking away from this with another pretty decent shedding of poundage, and I feel really good about that, because honestly I didn't know. This week it just didn't feel like anything was coming off, but I'm really glad to see that number. It was a 7 what is it, about 7 point something pounds. I don't remember what she said, which is way more than I was expecting. I was hoping, I would have been happy if I had gotten down to 289. To see it stop at 284.8 like that was that was really nice. So as of today, October 26th, 2015, since starting on the RM3 program, I have lost 71 pounds. Again, I didn't lose it. I have removed and liberated my body of 71 pounds of useless garbage fat. I feel fantastic physically. I feel wonderful physically. And I'm starting to see some of the person that I believe is inside me coming through. And I mentioned earlier about talking about mental health and spiritual health. Those are things that I still need to work on. And I'm really hoping that I can get some support from my family in that regard. I know that that they want me to be healthy. And I also expect to get some help through some other organizations. I've talked up Overeaters Anonymous before. And if you're out there watching this and wondering what you can do to overcome the psychological side, the mental health side of your problem with eating, then I highly recommend looking up a Overeaters Anonymous meeting. If you go to overeatersanonymous.org, I believe is the website, you can find the meeting times and places in your area. So I do recommend looking into that if you're having trouble with compulsive eating, which I do. Ironically enough, I haven't had any trouble while on this program, and it's probably due to the RM3 medication, because while I do have hunger feelings, they're not any stronger on this diet than they would be normally. I get hunger pains and I want to go eat. And so I just wait until it's time to eat on this program, and then I eat what I'm allowed to eat, and it works, and I stop feeling those hunger pains, and then we go on and we move on in our day. There's one time in my in my day where I have particularly strong desire to eat, and that is at night. If I'm staying up late, then I will have a desire to eat, and I think that's probably more habitual and psychological than actual hunger. It might be actual hunger depending on how late I'm staying up, though. And to help me overcome that, I just simply go to bed early. I go to bed at a normal time. I try to hit the bed by 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes I'm a little later than that, but, then I can get up early enough to get to work and feel fine. But, I can't eat if I'm sleeping. That's how I look at it. So, anyways, that's all for today. Thank you to everybody who has supported me on this. I want to thank all the people who have made comments about the way I look. People have commented that they notice the weight coming off and have made very, very nice and supportive comments. Thank you so much. I haven't received any negative feedback on this vlog at all, which actually kind of surprises me, because there's trolls out there all over the place. That's all they want to do is make negative comments. But apparently my vlog hasn't hit the big time enough yet to warrant that. But thank you, everybody, for the positive feedback and the support that I've been receiving on this. It really helps me a great deal. Until my next video, thanks.